Hey Aries, welcome to my channel. Welcome to October. Welcome to fall. For those of you who don't know, I've been telling each sign of the zodiac at the beginning of their reading that, before their reading, that I am setting up a Patreon. I do have the link down below, but there is not much on there yet. I'm still brainstorming some things, but what I plan on doing by November is setting up some in-depth readings. For those of you who wish to support me on Patreon, I would greatly appreciate you and look forward to connecting with you guys over there and creating like a family, over there as we have created one here on YouTube. But the readings here on YouTube, they may or may not be a little bit shorter than normal. I usually like to keep them from 20 minutes to half an hour. But on Patreon, regardless of how long the videos are here on YouTube, there will be in-depth messages for you guys, clarifying and giving more answers to whatever readings I give to you on YouTube. Okay, you will find more clarity in what you need to do or what you can expect on Patreon. And usually it's going to be maybe for retrograde readings or love readings and financial readings, finances and career readings. For your general messages, you'll find them here, right? But for more in-depth, more specific answers to certain questions, you'll find that on Patreon for your finances, your health, and your love lives and your connections with other people. Okay? All right. So now we're going to jump into your reading, Aries. The bottom of the deck as your overall energy and theme of October, we have the King of Bows, which represents fire, Sagittarius. But some of you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius, or this is just your energy, fire. Taking the initiative, very nurturing, taking on, but sometimes maybe taking on more than what you can handle as well. Okay. But I also get the sense that there's just this warm energy, okay, feeling safe, or there are those around you that you make them feel safe. Okay. But your energy is very prominent here in the month of October. Your essence is key here. All right. So now let's look at your oracle messages. So like I was saying about biting off more than you can chew in a situation, or taking on more than what you can handle. We have the turtle here, which represents cleansing energy, healing energy. Maybe this is what you bring to the table for people a lot of the time. Or there is some healing that you need to embrace in your life, Aries. I also get the sense that there are those of you who may have been a bit angry for quite some time. Maybe at yourselves, or maybe at how life has treated you, or some of you guys may feel like your creator or life just tossed a coin and just left you with crumbs, or left you with things that you just didn't feel you can do anything with, and it may have dampened, your self-esteem a little bit. Now we have 𝍊🼬, from your Crystal Wisdom Oracle. That's what it looks like on this photo. And it says confidence. I am confident in all that I do. Now, Aries, for those of you who don't resonate with that message, that means that there's something within you that needs to be healed. If you do not resonate with I am confident in all that I do, why? Ask yourselves why. You're a fire sign. And sometimes being a fire sign, I'm a fellow fire sign, I'm a Leo. It makes sense. Sometimes for fire signs, we can just be so immersed in what we're doing, sometimes for ourselves and for other people, that we forget that our emotions are being tugged on a little bit and spread kind of thin. Sometimes you can forget that how you're feeling is important. Your past is important. Are you healing from your past? Are you healing from how you've been treated in the past? Okay. So let's go ahead and see what the sea turtle is speaking to you guys about. Okay. Let's see. This is the water element. So let's go ahead and see what this creature has in store. I don't know, Aries, if you guys have headaches. Ever since I started your reading, I've gotten this strange tension right here, on my eye, on my left eye, and on my nose. And I had no issues in previous readings today until now. As soon as I started your reading, this pain happened. So some of you guys may have sinus headaches, sinus infections, migraines that may start at, it may start small and then spread. Okay. There's something there. There's a there, as they say, right? Okay, so it says the turtle. Ancient soul, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers, as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true story. When in balance, you are peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When you're out of balance, you slow down to a halt. To bring into balance, go on an adventure. Aries. What story are you still holding on to? If that story has ended, which I'm sure it has, for a lot of you, you shouldn't be holding on to that story. You shouldn't be carrying that story as if it's your own anymore. It's just a story. It's not something that you should tie down as your reality. It was your reality. It's not anymore. Create your own reality. Some of you guys have stepped into a new reality that is benefiting you because of how you have shifted your perspective, which is good. But for others of you, what story are you telling yourselves as to why you shouldn't do more to experience life? to make new friends or to connect with friends you already have. So let's see what your tarot cards have to say. Yeah. Okay. Aries. Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted by an old story, old news. If there's someone in your life that is still trying to create a spark in a situation or in a relationship that just it's done with, it's just done, right? It's not going to happen. It could happen if there are some drastic changes made within that situation. But pay attention, Aries, to the truth. If there is someone that you are trying to change or you're hoping and praying will change, there is nothing the universe or any spirit guide can do to change anybody. It can only give them signs to change, to help them understand how to change. But that person has to actually want to change. And if that person refuses to change, move on to something new. Does that make sense? You know, it's not something you really want to hear when you're holding on to something that you feel is so connected to who you are and connected to your present life, your current life. But this is not something that you need to hold on to anymore. Once you let go, it is so much more easier to live. The hardest part is taking that step of letting go. But once you've done it, it becomes so much more easy to continue to live and to find better. Okay? What's interesting is that the headache that I had is gone. It's gone. So for one of you, if you're having migraines or sinus infection, or you're constantly having pain in your temple or in your cranium, your anger or your past has something to do with these physical ailments. Okay? So, we have the mirror, which represents the hanged man in the traditional tarot. We have the archer, which is Cancer, for the chariot. You have the pole star, which represents the star in the traditional tarot. Don't be distracted. If you want something, Aries, you cannot allow yourself to be distracted by trivial stories, by stories that belong in your past. It's okay to reminisce on the past. You know, you read a book, you immerse yourself in the story, but you don't carry the story with you, right? If you're reading a book and the story, you carry that story with you as if it's your own, is because maybe there's something in your life that needs to be shifted and changed. This archer never misses. They never miss. If this archer misses, their target. That means that there's something that is distracting them. These hounds behind them, or these wolves or dogs, they never miss a target. Their scent is always very, very, their senses are very sharp. This is not someone who is distracted. This person walking and following this star is not distracted. Some of you guys are fine. You're not distracted at all. Some of you guys who are listening to this or reading or watching this, you guys know exactly where you want to go. You know exactly what needs to be done. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Whatever you need to let go of, you're willing to do so. I see that for a fact. But for others of you, this is what needs to be embraced. Let go of distractions. Be truthful about what's really going on. Okay? All right, so we're going to see what the Mirror or the Hanged Man is speaking to you guys about for the month of October. For Aries, for the Mirror for October 2020. The Devil wanted to show itself, so I feel like this is you guys needing to shift your perspective on toxic behaviors, toxic energies in your lives that don't belong. They belong in the past. Yeah. We have the Page of Arrows or the Page of Swords. It's time to have those conversations. It's time to speak about the truth, about how you're feeling, or speak the truth about what's really going on in a certain situation. There may be people in your life, some of you guys are dealing with Leo, or this is you, Aries, with the Queen of Bows here, the Queen of Wands, Leo energy. It could be Aries or Sag as well. But some of you guys are dealing with a Leo that you may have to have a conversation with, or there's something that has ended. We have the Ten of Arrows or the Ten of Swords here. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and you have the World card or the World tree. There is some cycles that have repeated themselves. They shouldn't repeat. Some of you guys have been, your experiences have caused you to be very angry or just resentful. Be honest about these things. Reflect. Let things turn upside down, or turn them upside down yourself to see things from a different point of view. Get the sense that you are being instructed in some way, shape, or form to let go. Right? We have this person, this mermaid, looking into the water as she holds the moon in her hand. We have this passed on individual about to be released into the water. Whatever needs to die in your life, it's dead, it's done. The story is over, right? It's hard to accept. I don't think, if this is a relationship, Aries, so be it. But I get the sense that this is deep rooted. This is you. This is something that you are still holding on to from your past a long time ago. Could be with family or friends, or just how your life turned out, that it just made you feel very, very lost. If you're still holding on to that story instead of creating a new one for yourself because of what's happened in the past, it's not going to work for you. Being angry at the world or being angry at others because of how your life has turned out, or feeling that others will never understand what you've been through. You live in a very big world, Aries. Many people have lived and died before you, and people are living and dying around you. And there will be more people who live and die after you. Everyone experiences, billions and billions of people experience different things, that we're not alone. None of us are ever truly alone. We feel alone. But Aries, there are people who understand what you've been through. They can empathize. I just get the sense that there are those of you that are pushing people, feeling that you're alone and that's just it. Others of you, again, you're not distracted at all. You're understanding, like, you know what? I have to move past this. I need to find better. I need to do better. Right? So that's a good thing. But for those of you who don't resonate with this confidence, what is tainting your self-esteem? Whatever it is, it needs to be released. Okay? Now we have the Archer here, or the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here, the Archer here for Aries for October 2020? The Spirit, Universe, Source for Aries, October. Why is the Archer here? King of Bows again. Some of you guys are dealing with a fire sign, or this is you. Some of you guys have a passion project or something that you hold near and dear to your heart. Okay? And you just want to focus on that. Okay? Yeah, some of you guys are going to school. Passion project. We have the Page of Coins here, or the Page of Pentacles. You guys are ready to learn. You're stepping into a new chapter, a new sense of self, disciplining yourself, training yourselves to understand how to move forward. Some of you guys are implementing a certain routine in your day-to-day. You know, some of you guys are disciplining yourselves to eat better. Some of you guys are disciplining yourselves to start working out or doing yoga, stretching, you know, at a certain time of day, or even at night for some of you. Others of you are reading books, okay, or reading articles, or just doing research using YouTube, listening to lectures or podcasts or audiobooks. For others of you, this is something that maybe you should implement. Learn something new. You don't have to get a degree in it. You can, if that's what you want to do, but it doesn't have to be degree based. It's just learning something new, okay? Some of you guys are going to travel to go to school, or travel to learn something, okay? Now we have this card that wanted to show itself to me. This is the Devil. It's the Guardian in this deck. Some of you guys are dealing with a Capricorn or a Taurus or a Virgo, but strong Capricorn energy here. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Cancer with Capricorn in their chart, or vice versa. This is about you understanding what contract you are signing in your life. If there's a contract that you've signed mentally or emotionally, or a contract that you feel bound to, or a karmic situation that you feel bound to, Aries, why do you feel bound to that? Why do you feel you have to submit or commit to this? Because if it's not teaching you anything, some of you guys are in a karmic relationship right now, and it's only here to teach you something so that you can move on to someone better. Okay? I just flipped this card over. The Two of Cups. Guys. So yeah, that's exactly what my intuition was saying. So, karmic relationships. Some of you guys are dealing with karma For those of you who are not in a relationship right now, if you were in a relationship in your past and you're still holding on to some tainted idea that this person put into your head, or maybe the way this person treated you or how things ended in your past, I get the sense that this happened a long time ago for some of you, but you're still holding on to it for some reason. And you've allowed it to taint your self-esteem. It's got to go. It's old news. Some of you guys got into a relationship when you were much younger. Or you may have watched your parents navigate their relationship in a very unhealthy way. And it caused you to, in some ways, navigate your relationships in that way. It's very sneaky, very dark energy for some of you. So some of you guys were in a relationship with a Capricorn or a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in the past. And it's really diminished your self-esteem for some reason, right? For many reasons. There's many reasons why. Some of you guys are dealing with a karmic relationship right now, and I get the sense some of you guys are going to leave. You're being guided to leave. Others of you in your past, that was a karmic relationship. It was not something that you need to hold on to. It was something you were supposed to learn from. That's why things didn't go so well between you and that person. Okay? There was something that you needed to learn about yourselves. Take it as a learning experience. Move on. Move on to something better. Okay? If this is a relationship that happened recently and you broke up with this person, again, same thing. Karmic relationship, learning lesson. Let that lesson be learned. And move on to something better. I get the sense that maybe you were in a relationship where you just felt like you could not shake this person. This person, you may have thought that that person was meant for you for life, but it's not the case. There's someone different. Someone better, someone new, okay? Some of you guys, you struggle with your gender. Okay, that could be it for a couple of you, where you may struggle with your gender. You don't know which one to choose. You don't have to. You don't have to commit to one gender or another. We all embody masculine and feminine energy, whether you're male or female. Just balance the two. They both are important, right? Whether you're transgender, whatever, right? Don't judge yourselves based on gender. It's not balanced. And don't allow other people to do that to you, okay? If you choose to be male and you identify with being that, whether you were born biologically as that or not, if you choose that, that's your choice. If you choose to be a woman or a female, that's your choice, right? The power is in choice. What you choose to be, that's where the power lies, if you're confident in that. And if you choose to be neither, you have the power of choice. Okay, that could be for one of you. All right, so now we have the pole star or the star card here for Aries, Universe, Source, and Spirit 3. Why is the pole star here for Aries? My beautiful Aries. Why is the pole star here? Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Bows. Sagittarius again, so some of you guys are dealing with the Sag. Underneath that, we have the Eight of Arrows or the Eight of Swords. So things may start happening quickly once you have gotten rid of those distractions. It may feel like an uphill battle a lot of the time, but at least you're going somewhere, right? Uphill, downhill, like it's a process, it's a journey. Embrace that journey, right? King of Bows again. Some of you guys are really dealing with a Sagittarius or another fire sign, okay? But this can also be you. Ace of Stones, the Ace of Pentacles. Do not pass up this opportunity. Opportunities are going to present themselves, or an opportunity is going to present itself. I'm sorry. Don't pass it up because of fear, or because of the past. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I think some air got caught in there. But anyway, this card says the foundation of life. What is your foundation of your life? What is the foundation? What are you building your life on, Aries? What are you building it on? What are you living for? Are you living for someone else, or living because are you doing things because your book that you're reading from your past told you so? Is it fooling you into believing that that's what's going to keep you secure and safe? Sometimes living life safely is not living at all. Sometimes you have to step out into danger, into adventure, like your card said. You want to live life, you want better friendships, you want a relationship that's going to complement you, that's going to nurture you, pour into you as much as you pour into it. Step outside, go on an adventure, have fun, show yourself. I was saying this to Pisces earlier. There may be a Pisces that can help you. Someone who has already stepped out of their boundaries. They may be able to help you. Or a Sagittarius. Okay? Some of you guys have Sagittarius in your chart, or something in your Jupiter sign, wherever that is in your chart, in your natal chart. That may help you. Yeah. The Lovers, Gemini. Some of you guys are dealing with someone. If you continue to focus, an opportunity will present itself to you. And it may be through the form of a friend, a family member, a colleague, a significant other in your future, or even presently. Do not pass this opportunity up, Aries. Don't pass it up. Stop reading that book of the past. Stop holding on to your old stories. Life is not about how the past controls us. It's about what we do in the present time towards the future and learning from the past. Okay? Much love and light to all of you, Aries. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading, and also hopefully on Patreon next month. Take care, you guys. Bye.